Who here has ever felt ugly before? How ugly? I remember the first time I truly felt ugly. I was 13 years old and about 2 feet shorter. I was brand new to my school. One day, on my way to class, I made the fateful mistake of bumping into the most popular kid in school. Now imagine Zach Morris, but mean and not charming at all. You see, Michael the popular kid was also Michael the school bully. Hey, fat ass. Now, I had never heard those words from somebody before, but they were enough to alert me to the fact that I had been wounded. After a few weeks of pure abuse, I got angry with Michael. I challenged him to a fight. The flagpole at 3:15, you all know the place. But an interesting thing happened on the day of the fight. My teacher had asked me to stay after class to talk about the fight rumors. It was then that she blessed me with a powerful truth. She said, Michael feels so ugly that the only way he can find some peace is to share his pain with others. You are not Michael. You are his opposite. Find your butterfly. After hearing that, I naturally did what any teenager would do when an adult gives them advice. I ignored it. But little did I know how right my teacher was. After the talk, I arrived at the flagpole for the fight. I could hear kids howling for violence. As Michael came out of the crowd and approached me with his fist clenched, ready to swing, I dropped my fists. I said loud enough for the whole crowd to hear, I might be fat. I might be every awful thing that you have said about me, but I will never hate myself as much as you hate yourself. I love myself. You could hear a freaking pin drop. The roaring crowd was soon silenced. And Michael, well, he was frozen stiff as a board. I walked home and I left. I was victorious. I had won that fight without even striking a blow. And from that day on, I was never bullied again. Understand that after a certain amount of self-hatred, you can't contain it anymore. You infect the world around you. Society is also to blame. Society created Michael and people just like him. People that truly believe that the best way to feel beautiful is to make others feel ugly. This is not what butterflies do. But there is good news. The opposite is also true. An abundance of self-love can also be shared with the masses. We put so much effort into trying to cover up our pain. Admit it. We are much better at pretending that everything's okay instead of finally admitting that we are low on love. But how can you fully love yourself and be hateful as well? If you have even a tablespoon of hate in your heart, then you're not giving the people around you your full love. That mentality must change immediately. In fact, you might even need a cosmic event. A brief moment of pure divine insight that triggers the metamorphosis. I had my butterfly moment for the first time the other day. I was heading into work, about to walk across the street when I heard a tiny voice. Excuse me. I spotted a young lady in a wheelchair. Could you help me with my hat? Her toque had come loose. At that moment, I heard my teacher's voice. Adonis, this is your opportunity to help someone feel beautiful. Become a butterfly. As I was adjusting her hat, I felt myself becoming more loving, more compassionate, happier. And when I was finished, she gave me the biggest smile I'd ever seen from a human being. And I felt real good. Ask me how good I felt, ladies and gentlemen. the opportunity to find our butterfly. You don't need fancy clothes, nice shoes, or lots of makeup. You don't need a gym body, a thigh gap, or a million Instagram followers. All you need is love, courage, and compassion. The world needs as many butterflies as we can find, so become one.